Alright, what is up guys? Rampage 23 here, coming at you with a Conan Exiles shield video today. Today we're going to be discussing all the different shields and their uses in the game. So I did reinstall Conan recently, and I will be doing several more videos on some of the gear, weapons, whatnot. I'll do an axe video, I'll do a sword video, short sword, spears, you name it. And I'll just explain on my experiences in PvP on what the best viable options are for each of those categories. So today we're going to be going on shields. So this here, waste of time. Every shield here, these are all just starter game shields. Honestly, unwelcome gift, wouldn't even waste my time, doesn't stack. If it's stacked, that would be viable, but no. So we're just going to look at all these different shields. These ones here are obviously just a bunch of mishmash, nothing you really got to worry about. We're going to head over to these shields here. These are the important ones. So what we're looking at today, anything DLC, star metal wise, these things are all good shields. I'd rate these as good. So these are good shields. If you can get them flawless, definitely worth your time. Now when we look at other shields, we look at things like the obsidian shield. Now the damage sucks. Okay, compared to any other shield, the damage really sucks, but it's the pen that I look at. So when you look at the armor pen on Obsidian Shield, it actually makes it viable, because with the tier 4 accuracy perk with any other build with that uses a tier 4 accuracy perk, you're going to get a lot more armor pen compared to other shields. Now Obsidian weapons and so on all have high armor pen. Not a very viable class of weapon, but something to consider for, you know, certain builds. So now we're going to look at the Serpent Man. So here we have the Flawless Serpent Man shield. That's a 40 and 14. And then we've got the Ancient Lemurian. Now this one is craftable. Definitely worth it. I honestly, personally like the Serpent Man, or the Lemurian shield. It's got a 45 and 14, which is really high stats. It's actually the same as a legendary, so it's definitely worth it doing the Lemurian. Now, if we're going to look at other shields here too, we've got the Dragon Bone. You can see where the stats fluctuate a little bit depending on each. The Acronian. We've got the, what else do we got here? We've got the Black Brigar's Fury. Now this shield here, honestly, PvP wise, best shield in the game. Hands down. Compared to the Shield of Katamun, compared to literally every other shield, even the fucking Akbitanan shield. Honestly, Black Brigar's best shield you can go with. Gives you a +5 in your agility. And then to make things better on top of that, agility affects literally your rolling and your armor rating. So putting this shield on is going to make you roll faster and is going to give you more armor. So it's a win-win. Shields like the Mistborn, the Saw Spell, the Emir's Targ, and the Scorpion Ward are all shields used to help your overall gameplay. So if you're going up in the cold, a Emir's Targ or a Saw Spell would be your best options. If you're going out into the volcano or the unnamed city, a Mistborn or a Scorpion Ward, two best options. Now the bonus armor on the Scorpion Ward, I used to notice my armor would actually go up a whole 100 points. As of recently, when I go to put it on, I'm pretty sure, I'm just going to give it a go here. So my armor without, 565. 565. See, so I'm honestly not seeing an armor difference whatsoever. Now, when you look at things like, say we put this away, we're going to pull the Black Brigar's Fury. Okay, so again, 565. 585. Now my armor rating is going to go up. The roll, you may not notice a huge difference. So there's my roll right now. Now stat-wise, obviously I'm just statted whatever. But, see, we're going to roll, and then I pull the shield out. Not a huge difference, but the difference is definitely there. See? So, now, for fighting styles, I'm just going to quickly go over a bunch of different fighting styles. yeah, we're just gonna go over the axes, the javelins, the maces, the short swords, and the swords. Alright guys, so let's go over the different fighting stances while wielding a shield. So while you're using a shield, obviously you can block attacks, and you can strafe left to right, lock on the targets. If someone with a bow was to come at you while your shield's up, they can shoot through the guard. I don't know when they're going to change that, or if they're going to change that, but it's something to do with the bow's range on where the arrows come from. So when you get up close to somebody, your arrows are actually shooting behind their shield block, which just doesn't make a lot of sense, but it's a great counter against shields. So shields are effective against normally things like axes, one-handed swords, throwing axes, arrows from a distance, pretty much anything like that. When it comes to maces though, and hammers, they do have ways to break shield block. So what we're going to go over here, we've got different styles. So with a one-handed sword, we could do a combo as such. This is a full R2 combo. Okay. And then this is the light attack combo. So normally what you'd want to do is something like that, right? So if I look at the stats, 46 and 9, 45 and 14 up. Obviously if I master kitted this sword, it would be doing a lot more, and obviously if I was using a different weapon, say legendary in this class, it would be doing more damage, right? So say a Black Ice Broadsword, good choice, does about 72 damage in some pen with a master kit. Now what we're going to do though, is, what I'm trying to say here is, say I did the full R2 combo, so that second hit, right there, you don't typically want that to go off if all your damage is coming from your weapon, because you're really just using this to block, right? So what you'd want to do, instead of going R2, R2, and continuing that way, you'll want to go R2, R1, R2, R1. And it's actually going to save you more stamina. So you're going to look here. That brings us below half. Now if we do it with the R1s in between, above half. So that's going to save us for an additional roll of some kind, right? Or another swing. Then we're going to look at short swords. Pretty straightforward. That's the light attack combo. That's the heavy attack. So for short swords, nice thing about them is I find that you ready up to your block really quick, and you can attack real quick. Now there is no shield strike whatsoever with the short sword, so for that it's pretty much self-explanatory. Learn the combos. Now we've got maces. Now the nice thing about a mace, so we're gonna do a little combo here. Okay, so let's do the full R2 combo. Alright, and then here's the full R1 combo. Now, I find the R1 combo to be the most effective just because, again, you're doing full damage with just the weapon at hand. But a good one, too, you could do, say, we did an R2, R1, R1. Yeah, wouldn't want to see now that there, though, that's a shield bash, so let's see here. Let's do R2, R1, R2, R1. See, there we go. So you could do an R2, R1, R2, R1, and that one there will get you nothing but mace damage. So now we're going to switch over to the javelins. So I'm just using a Dragon Bone for demonstration. One of the best javelins actually, stat-wise. I've inspected them all. Dragon Bone would be the best. So again with these, we can block, do quick strikes from behind the block and get right back into our block. Really effective weapon for throwing advantages, right? You can whip the thing away. Pretty much, that's about it with javelins. I don't know why I threw it, but whatever the case, javelins just have general combos that go from behind the shield, nothing too special. I'm actually just going to grab another javelin. I don't know. I should have probably grabbed a little stack of those things. Sorry, we'll just grab another one here. grab a couple. Okay, so for javelins, this would be the full combo. Now it's the same combo with or without. So nothing really special there. Nice thing about javelins, if you can get the hang of it, there's a really nice jab ability you can do with the light attacks. Oh yeah, there it is. So that there is by tapping R1 and stepping forward in between. It's really hard to get the hang of, but if you can get good at that, you could really fuck people up. Like, that's a steady combo. That's why Conan needs to add parrying. And then we've got the axes, of course. Regular R2 spam. Nice thing about the axes, I mean, you could do this with any weapon, but if you hold block and you spam R2, you could do the startup attack every time. Same with the R1s. So this here, this attack with the shield and a predatory blade, very deadly. So back to the axes again. We've got a full R2 combo. Nice and all. Okay, and then we got the R1 combo. Now for axes, obviously you just want to do the full heavy combo, just preference wise, but what I like to do is I'll do this sometimes here, but then randomly I'll mix it up and go in with the full, just because that attack right there is honestly like so effective. So if it came to preference wise based on a weapon you'd want to wield with a shield, honestly the swords are effective. They've got a lot of nice reach, a lot of potential to do a catch. Short swords, honestly, I wouldn't even bother. I haven't really enjoyed those. The maces, of course, light attacks are nice. You can run around, chase people like such. Dragonbone javelins, great for all kinds of strategies. You can catch people in water that way too. And the axes, of course, just great for doing bleed. And everybody knows the Yogg's Touch and the Ancient Lemurian Axe are two of the best. Now I will do a video on the axes next, so I will go over all the axes, what's preferred, what would be your best option. So we'll just round up all the shields again. Also this, by the way, goes excellent +5 agility with a dueling blade of the hawk. Will allow you to get +10 agility, so you can actually double jump. Great for a fat man build. So again, we'll go over all the shields. Shield of Zabweth, great for survival builds, gives you a +5 survival, allowing you to gain a tier 4 survival build perk. Good for farming, pretty much just about anything that way, farming wise, or PvP wise with a tier 4 survival build. You'd want to match that up with a Mask of the Witch Doctor, of course. So then we got the Amir's Target again, Sol Spell, those are your cold resistance. We got the Mistborn, Scorpion Ward, those are your heat resistance. We've got all these here. These shields are all your PvP wise. Honestly, best options for PvP, any of these here. And then including the Black Vigar's Fury, of course. And then these here, these are just all your good secondary shields. If you're going to go with any other shield, if you can't do them flawless, of course, you could still do regular. But if you can't get a flawless Aquilonian or something like that, like you don't have the tier 4 yet, I would just try and farm yourself a legendary, or go get your Dragonbone or your Serpentman. But again, the Serpentman, I wouldn't bother if you can't do the flawless, just go Dragonbone. Honestly, I've been realizing the Dragonbone just seems to be a good option in many ways. The only downfall is the weight. So if you look at a Serpentman shield or one of these, there's like a 3 times difference at least in weight. So it could be pretty encumbersome doing all Dragonbone, but a lot of people don't want to steal your Dragonbone in the midst of battle because they don't have enough encumbrance to carry all that. So if your full squad goes down, there's a good chance if you're bedrolled, you can get back and get your gear back. Most legendaries, about the same deal. They're about half the weight, so again, Dragon Bone is the heaviest. But just really good for stats, you know, like look at the stat difference. Very close to legendary. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is pretty much all I have to explain about shields. I'll do a video, of course, the swords, short swords, maces, javelins, and the axes. Short swords is really going to be short. It's kind of funny. There isn't many short swords in the game right now, and honestly they're all pretty well the same stat-wise. I'll compare the stats and tell you what the best one overall is. But again, just to wrap it up, I'm going to repeat this again. Dragon Bone shields, Black Regar's Furies, best two options for shields. Honestly, if you see these, take them. One of these two. And any of these four, for any of your general farming or just out in the world survival, great shields to grab. And then again, if you want to use a crazy shield. Now this one here, I can tell you the locations where you get them. So Obsidian Recipe, obviously in the volcano, Well of Skylos. Serpent Man Recipe, obviously on top of the Well of Skylos entrance. It's up on top of that tower. Ancient Lemurian, you gotta go to the Sunken City. The Katamun, the Akbitanon, the Mistborn, the Sawspell, all these ones, Black Regar's Fury. These are all found in world chests. Scorpion Ward is the Scorpion Queen, which is the Silver Mine, by the way. Ymir's Targ, that's from the Warmaker dungeon, is where you get that one. And the Shield of Zabweth, that one there is probably your last option for any kind of shield you're going to bother trying to grind out, because it is a grind. It costs about 100 pearls, which are also found in the Sunken City, and you have to buy them off the Pirate Queen there. So that there would be a specialty item for sure. So anyways, one last thing I'll add before I go is for shields, obviously Master Reinforcement Kits, which are also found in the Warmaker dungeon. Probably your best option. You could take the durability of, say, a Dragon Bone from 4k, 8k, an Akbitanon 15k to 30k, right? Black Regar's 7500 to 15k. You can see what I'm getting at there. Big difference with the durability kits on them. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for the next one. I'll show you.